This is the interface that has been built to help people locate their belongings lost in a natural calamity. So it's basically a website. This is the home page. It has two fields, the username and the password, as you can see, and it has two buttons, the reset and the login button. You can enter your username and password and hit login in order to log into the system. And if you are a new user, you could click on register right here in order to register with the system. So let's assume that we are new to the system, and we'll go ahead and register. This is the registration page. Here you need to fill out some data, which includes your username, password, email, and other personal information like name, date of birth, gender, address, and phone number. So we'll just go ahead and type in some information in each of the fields. And the fields that have been marked with an asterisk are mandatory, as it says in red letters right here. Fields marked with a star are mandatory. So we'll just go ahead and fill in those fields. We'll fill in the date of birth, which is the month and the day have been designed as drop down boxes, and the year needs to be typed in. And we select a gender, fill out some address, a city name, and the state selection is again a drop down box from which you can select your state, and we'll say submit form. So after you finish submitting your form, it takes you to a welcome screen where it gives you options to do any task that you would like. So here you can see you have options like report a lost item, report a found item, check your account, or browse the lost board, which is the board where people report for lost items, and browse the found board or log off. We'll just go ahead and report a lost item. So this is the page for the lost item, the report lost item page. Here we can see the basic structure of the website. You have a vertical menu on the side, and you have a tab, a horizontal tab, so you can switch from one page to the other using these tabs or using the vertical menu. So we are on report lost item right now. You could just click on this tab and we go to the report found item page, or you could go to the my account page by clicking on the tab and lost board, and so on and so forth. So report lost item, again you have fields like item category, which is a drop down box, and you can select options like furniture, electronic appliances, crockery, documents, kids stuff, things like that. And there's another field called item name, where the user has been given an example explaining what's expected in the field, so you can actually write down the name of the item, for example bag or chair or something like that. And there are additional fields where you can write down particulars about your item like brand name, length, shape, breadth, color, and height. And it also says that fill fields that are applicable to your item, so you only need to fill in those fields that actually are a characteristic for your item. And it's not a mandatory field, so you could only enter your item category and item name, and the system would still accept it. There's a multi-line text box right here which says additional item information. You could enter any other information that you would like the users to know about, and there's also an optional picture upload facility where you could upload a picture of the item. Well, I think I just clicked on the browse button. Well, actually you could just go ahead and click on the browse button and select your file and say open, and then you can say upload picture. Well, when I click on that, now if you come down, you can see that it says upload successful, so it is giving feedback to the user that the upload was successful. Similarly, you can suppose this is the data I've entered. It's the item is a furniture, the item name is sofa. I've entered the various other particulars about the item, the brand name, the size and other things, and I can say submit report. So after I submit the report, it again lets the user know that the report was submitted successfully. So the user actually knows what's going on within the system. You can also see that on the left hand top corner you have three different sized alphabets. Those are there in order to change the size of the text, so that people with low vision can also view the page without any problems. So now if I select the larger A, what you see is the font size has increased. All the font on the page has increased in size. Okay, just to show you the difference, the normal size was this and the increased size is this, and you could also go to a very small size, it would look like this. So well, that's it. And you also have a sign out page. Well, the link on this page seems dead. For instance, on this page you can see there's a sign out link. You could click on that and you have signed out. You are again taken to the login page. Like you can see, you could enter your information. Well, this is not actually doing any backend processing, so I can enter any data in the field and it will still log me in. I enter the data and I say login, and it takes me to the report lost item page. So the report lost item page acts like the home page. And now let me show the other pages. The other page is the report found page. You can either click on the tab and directly go to it, or you could click on report found on the vertical menu and it will still take you to the same page. So it's, the user has just been provided multiple navigation options for ease. The report found item page is very similar to the report lost item page, where you enter the particulars about the thing that you have found, which includes the item category, the item name, the other particulars, additional information, and then you can click on the button submit report. So it's well, quite similar to report lost item. Then the other page is my account. Well, in my account you can see it has three different sections. You can see there's one section called messages. In messages, the messages section contains different messages that you've received from other users. So well, we can read one of the messages right here, which says, I found a white table matching the description you had posted. For further information, call me on some number. So the message also has two buttons beneath it, which one of it says delete message and the other says reply. So if you want to reply to the person, just you can go ahead and click on reply, and if you want to delete it, you can go ahead and delete the message. The other section is my lost items. Well, this section includes all the reports that all lost item reports that you posted into the system, and it has the buttons delete and found below it. So suppose you had posted for a lost item into the system and you found it later, you could go ahead and click on the found button and it would remove that from your watch list. Similarly, you have your my found items, where which contains the items that you posted into the system that you have found. The other page is the lost board. The lost board is basically a compilation of messages that people have entered into the system pertaining things they have lost. So if and every button has a delete message and reply button. So if you found something and you can come to this page and you can see that someone has lost the thing, you can reply back to them saying you found it, or you could give them additional information of how they can collect it back. The other page is the found board. The found board is very similar to the lost board. It basically is a compilation of all messages that people have posted into the system pertaining to things that they have found around. And you can if you've lost something, you can come to this page and you can see if somebody has found your item. In case they have, or you think if the item they found resembles to the item you've lost, you can press on the reply button right here and you could ask them for more information. Then you have the how-to page, where you can find out the answers to some common queries. For instance, here you have questions like how to register with the system, how to report a lost item, how to report a found item, etc. So if you click on any of the links, it takes you to the it's on the top, so it takes you to the right question. Well, and finally we have the about us page. It basically tells you about who's behind the system, and how it also has contact information about the administrators, which is a very traditional page and a part of most websites today. Well, yeah, I think that's it.